Last time on Abandoned, we put the final six to the ultimate test by having them redo some of the season's most iconic challenges. While some players enjoyed the feeling of deja vu, others found these challenges a bit difficult to digest. After Quilava's surprising elimination, Hitmonlee and Espeon realized they were likely at the bottom of the totem pole, with Flaaffy and possibly Magmar switching allegiances. Both knew they needed to win immunity to have any chance at survival. When Espeon was knocked out of the challenge, Hitmonlee contemplated dropping out himself to give her another chance. This prompted Espeon to give her ally a much-needed pep talk, giving him the courage to continue. This moment served as the catalyst for Hitmonlee to come back strong and for him and Espeon to repair their strained relationship. Meanwhile, Magmar was having second thoughts about eliminating Quilava, especially when he deduced that the deal Flaaffy had secured with Servine didn't include him. Not to mention, Flaaffy expressed doubt in keeping Hitmonlee and Espeon over even Lucario. Not wanting Lucario to go any further, Magmar gave Flaaffy an ultimatum, announcing his intentions to go to rocks if there was a tie. Speaking of Lucario, the Challenge Beast was coming off his third individual immunity win and was determined to gain his fourth and to split up the power couple for good. Lucario managed to easily secure a place in the finals against Hitmonlee, but his physical prowess was leaving the rest of the cast intimidated, including Servine, who realized she might never get a chance to backstab him if he didn't lose a challenge soon. The final round became one of the most intense moments of the entire season. Despite Lucario gaining the upper hand and seemingly prevailing, Hitmonlee managed to rise from the dead and put up an incredible comeback to win immunity for the night. This loss meant that Lucario had nowhere else to hide, and after a unanimous vote, the season's most notorious villain was finally taken out of the game for good. With Lucario gone, it's anybody's game for the $1 million. But tonight, the final five will have the power ripped away from them as we take a long overdue visit to the Loser Lounge. We're going to check in on all of the eliminated contestants, see how they feel about the finalists, and put them through one final challenge. And in the end, one more player's chances of winning the $1 million will disappear forever. It's time to visit some old friends right now on Abandoned! Good morning, contestants. Breakfast will be ready in 15 minutes. Get it while it's hot. Espeon, are you up? Oh, yeah, I'm still getting ready. I'll see you guys at breakfast. Okay. Alright, you gotta get up. Oh, come on. 5 more minutes? We can't. Believe me, I want to, but we've got a busy day. Yeah, but I don't think it'll matter if we're a few minutes late for breakfast. I'm serious! We need to focus. Who knows what Bisharp has in store for us today? You're right. Although, you gotta admit, it's been nice to turn the game off for a little while. I know, it has. But our job's not done yet. Lucario may be gone, but we can't stop fighting. Are you ready? You know it. Then let's do this. Whew. I gotta be honest. Ever since Lucario left, things have been a little blah around here. We're not really having that much fun at the moment. Oh man, I almost couldn't say that with a straight face. Oh, everything has been amazing. Lucario's gone, he's got no shot at the money, I'm back with Espeon, and I feel so rejuvenated to tackle these last few days. I know there's still gonna be obstacles to face, but if I can take down Lucario, I think I can handle whatever Bisharp's got for us next. Whew. We spent the day together, we went back to the trailer to talk, it got late, so I had him stay over. That's all that happened. Understand? Got it. Hey, what's up with that mark on your neck? It looks kind of... This conversation is over. Whew. Hey, guys. Morning. Hey. You guys ready to get back in the swing of things? Hell yeah. It's nice that we'll actually get to compete in a challenge where you-know-who doesn't steamroll his way to the end. Well, just because Lucario's gone doesn't mean that the challenges will be easier. It's the final 5. Bisharp's gonna be pulling out all the stops. God, I know it's been 2 days, but I still can't believe he's actually gone. I know. It feels like a totally different game now. It's the same game for me. Just because the biggest threat is gone doesn't mean I'm in the clear. I've still got the 4 of you to deal with if I want to win. Come on. Even you have to admit that it's easier without Lucario around. Oh, I wasn't disagreeing with you. That jackass needed to be blindsided. I am 100% happy that he's finally out the door. Hey everyone. Hey Hariyama. Morning. Glad to see you're all at least pretending to enjoy the food I've made for you today. Oh yeah, extra sloppy. Just the way I like it. Anyway, I came out here to let you know that there's a slight change of plans in the schedule today. Is everything alright? Oh yeah, everything's fine. We're just experiencing a bit of a production delay in the challenge setup. It's taken a bit longer than we thought it would. So I'm just letting you know that we're pushing back the challenge meeting from 11 o'clock to 3. That's kinda late. And we're still having an elimination tonight? Yes, we are. I know it's a bit of a time crunch, but I can assure you we can get everything done before then. Just meet at the challenge spot at 3 and we'll go from there. Until then, enjoy the day. Thanks, Hariyama. Thank you. Thanks. Huh. That's kind of unusual. Whatever this challenge is must be big. And fast if we're going right into elimination. Honestly, I'm surprised we even have a challenge at this point, given that it's the final 5. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Totally. Yeah. Wait, I don't get it. Why is it weird? Well, you know what usually happens at final 5, right? I've only seen a couple of TPIs before this. I don't know too many of the twists. Oh, usually at the final 5 they do this twist where the eliminated contestants get to vote somebody out. Are you serious? Oh yeah. Sometimes it's a group thing, sometimes it's individual and one person gets to decide. It's crazy, but it almost always happens at the final 5. God, it would suck to go out that way. I know. But if we're having a challenge today, I guess that's not happening. Who knows what any of those guys think of us now. I know. Whew. This next vote is one of the most crucial of the entire game. If things go my way, I should have a clear path to the final 3, and maybe even the final 2. But if just one thing goes wrong, then everything I've been working towards will be gone in an instant. The stakes are higher than ever, and now is not the time to fail. Whew. Alright, they bought it. Keep me posted on what happens. Got it. Man, they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. These campers are smart, and they've been able to sniff out some of the twists I had planned. But I needed to make sure that this one was a surprise. That's why I put there was a challenge today on the schedule to throw them off. Which, to be fair, is not a lie. There is a challenge today, but they're not the ones competing. In fact, they won't have control over anything that happens today. As per the custom of TPIs, this is the time when we pay a visit to the competitors whose dreams of becoming a millionaire have long since died. Doesn't matter if you were eliminated in episode 5 or 25, failure is never an easy pill to swallow. However, to lighten the spirits of our castaways, we send them here. I give you the Loser Lounge! This is a state-of-the-art 5-star resort, complete with first-class dining, a swimming pool, movie theater, tennis court, and even a rage room for you to vent your frustrations after getting voted off. Trust me, that room has been very popular. This is where every camper has been able to detox from the stress and mayhem that is Abandoned. Some were playing this game last week, some have been here since the early days, but we're going to pay a visit to every single one of them. So let's get started. Oh my god, the weather is fantastic. Has it always been this great, or has it only gotten better since we left the show? I think a little of both. We were both so focused on alliances and challenges, we never really got the chance to just relax and enjoy the summer. I know. This has been the perfect vacation. What about you guys? How are you enjoying things? Shh! Be quiet, be quiet! You're gonna wake Daryl! He's finally asleep and you do not want to wake him up from his nap. He'll be even more unbearable than he already is. This is the only time of day when we get to hear ourselves think. God, I do not envy your life. Well, we better enjoy this as much as we can. We only have a few days left before the show's done. Can you imagine what those guys are dealing with right now? God, sometimes I can still hear his voice ringing in my ear. Just minding my own business, and then out of nowhere I hear, "Hello, campers!" Ah! Who did that? Who did that? Someone's getting whacked in the head! Whoa. Dude, that was a crazy Bisharp impression. It sounded just like him. That wasn't me. It sounded like it was coming from... Oh, Hey, everybody! What's going on? Bisharp? No way. Ain't that the weirdo from the camping trip? Oh, yeah. Bisharp, you're here. At our paradise. Why are you here? Why? What? I'm not allowed to check in? It's been so long since I've seen some of you. I've almost forgotten what you looked like. I guess we should have seen this coming. That you should. Of course, I do have another reason for being here, but I'll get to that later. First, I wanted to check in on you guys and see how you're all coping with the disappointment of losing $1 million. We could have won $1 million?! We told you this like 5 times, dude. I didn't think y'all were serious! I'm sure in the time you spent here at the Loser Lounge that you've been able to look back on your games with some perspective and realize where things went wrong. Or maybe you feel that your game was perfect and that you just got screwed. We'll see. Duat, let's start with you. It's been about a week and a half since you got eliminated, and right before that happened, you seemed to have a bit of an epiphany about why you played the way you did. Yeah. I've been bottling a lot of emotions since the start of the game, and since I've been voted off, I've been able to relax and come to terms on what's happened with my ex. I definitely feel better. I just hate that I caused so much turmoil throughout the game. I see you're comfortable talking about it openly, so I take it everyone knows the truth. Yes, I explained everything the night I arrived here. It went about as well as I expected. Some understood everything, some thought I was still a major jerk. Apparently I had earned the nickname Douchewat some time ago. Douchewat, that's funny. What about Manectric? He must have had a big reaction to what you revealed. Oh, absolutely. At first, he was not happy. He was saying how I should have figured everything out sooner and not drag Flaaffy into this mess when I didn't know my own feelings. But eventually we reached some sort of an understanding, and he could at least see how remorseful I was. We're certainly not friends, and honestly I don't think we ever will be. But we're moving on from the situation, and I think that's healthier than anything else. Alright, rivalry's been put to rest. Now to move on to someone with another complicated relationship. Miss Magius. Oh man. You and Haunter were responsible for one of the most controversial moments of the season. Don't remind me of that. That was the most humiliating moment of my entire life. Well, I think I have my answer, but where do things stand between the two of you now? I don't talk with Haunter. Period. I didn't like who I was when I worked with him, and it's what ended up getting me eliminated. I do know that he was serious when he tried to get himself voted out over me. Manectric told me that when he got here, but that doesn't change what happened before then. So I take it when he got eliminated, I was thrilled. He got what was coming to him, no doubt. Do you think there will come a time where you and Haunter can be friendly again? We were never friends to begin with. I worked with him because I was desperate, and it was my biggest mistake of the game. If he's sorry, then fine, but I meant what I said when I left. I never really want to speak with him again. Swellow, what's your take on all of this? As Miss Baggies' boyfriend, I'd imagine this news would be jarring. It was. She was very emotional when she got here, and she told me everything that happened. I was shocked, but I know that's not who Miss Magius is. She made a mistake, and she learned from it. Interesting. Sounds like the relationship's still going strong. Absolutely. I don't look at Miss Magius any differently for what happened, and we've been stronger than ever. I mean, I was just thrilled to see her again after almost a month apart. Well, keep in mind, Swellow, it was because of your relationship that you were sent home rather early. True, but I don't regret it at all. I had feelings, and I pursued them. Besides, I think part of the blame should go to Fletchender and especially Munchlax for what happened in that challenge. It's just frustrating. I'll bet. Now to you three. Darren, Derek, and I want to say Daryl? Yes, sir! You've been here for quite some time. How are the new brotherly dynamics? Things between me and Darren have never been better. We finally managed to put aside our own differences and accept each other for who we are. Yeah, it's been great. But once Daryl was born, we've had to adapt to suddenly having another brother. Well, sharing a body with you two hasn't been pleasant for me either. I can't wait until we get that surgery and finally get separated. You know that doesn't exist, right? Yes, it does. Don't make him angry. Oh, right, the surgery. Of course, the surgery. Yeah, good luck with that. You're gonna need it. I will say this, and I think I speak for just about everyone else, in that we've all been in a much better mood these last couple of days. Oh, that's right, the new kid on the block. Lucario's out of the game. How's everyone feel about that? Amazing. So good. About f***ing time. Karma finally worked its magic, and boy did Lucario pay the price. He turned his back on every ally he ever had, including me. And I'm happy that he was finally put in his place. I wasn't happy. I was pissed. Whoa, look at this. It's Mindfu. Wow, been a long time since we've seen you. Don't remind me. I should still be competing in your stupid game. I'm stronger than any other person who's played this, especially those 5 losers that are still there. I see you've taken your loss pretty well. So you were upset to see Lucario leave the other night? Absolutely. He may not have been perfect, but he was clearly the strongest player left on your show. But now he's gone, and we're left with 5 sorry excuses for competitors, especially Magmar. It's that wimp's fault I was sent home in the first place. For the last time, we sent you home because you refused to be a team player. You acted like physical strength was the only thing that mattered. It is the only thing that matters. I pulled my weight and was the glue that held Team Solgaleo together. You guys fell apart the second I was gone. You realize we won the next 2 challenges without you, right? Only because of sheer dumb luck. Arceus, you might be more delusional than Berg might. I guess this is a good segue into my next question. Who are you guys rooting for, and who do you want out next? Well, my answer's obvious. I want that little runt Magmar to get here. He's by far the weakest player left. And if he wins that grand prize, then it would prove that this show is nothing but a joke. As far as who I want to win, as much as I don't think he deserves it, I would say Hitmonlee. He's at least shown the most skill as a competitor, and the fact that he was able to defeat Lucario does deserve some respect. I agree with that part, but I'm actually rooting for Magmar. He's played the most well-rounded game out of everyone, and he has the accolades to show for it. If it weren't for him, I don't think any of those 5 would still be in the game. I'm also rooting for Flaaffy, of course. It sounds like she's really come into her own these last few days. The only one I want to see lose is Servine. I've never been a big fan of her attitude. I agree, Servine's my pick to go home next, even though I didn't interact with her that much. But I've got 2 picks for the win, Espeon and Hitmonlee. They were the only ones who had my back the night I was blindsided, and they had a huge deficit to overcome once I left. They've kicked ass ever since, and I would love to see them go toe-to-toe in the finals. That'd be so cool. This might be unpopular, but I disagree. I do like those guys, same with Magmar and Flaaffy, but they haven't made the best moves in the game. Now, I promise I'm not just saying this because I'm bitter or anything, but if Haunter was sent home that night instead of me, they could have avoided so many of their problems. Manectric probably would have stayed, and they might have gotten rid of Lucario much sooner. I know Servine isn't the nicest person in the world, but ever since the beginning, she's been aware of her moves and knew what was best for her game. I think she's the best player left, and I kind of want to see her win it all. Ooh, controversial opinion. I like it. I'm personally rooting for Flaaffy. I think she's fully aware of where everyone lies and knows how to navigate what's ahead. Nah, I'm rooting for Hitmonlee to take it home. He's been kicking ass and taking names for weeks. Daryl? I don't know who any of these people are, so I don't give 2 shits what happens to them. Ah, fair enough. Alright, well, thank you for your opinions. I gotta go talk to the others, so you guys just carry on with your relaxation. I suddenly feel very stressed. Where's Machamp? I want a full-service massage, and I want it now! This is gonna be a long day. Cannonball! Oh man, that one was sick! You think we can go bigger? Only one way to find out. Let's go, man! Yeah! Man, those guys are such dorks. Yeah, but there are dorks. They sure are. Uh-oh. Did Grovyle get his blade stuck in the vent again? No. Look who's coming over here. Oh, crap. That's Bisharp! What is up, everybody? Man, hope you're not having too much fun over here. Oh, that's impossible, Bisharp. You can never have too much fun. What are you doing over here at the Loser Lounge? I'll get to that later. For now, I want to check in on how everyone's doing. And from the looks of things, I have 2 happy couples right in front of me. Curlia, Grovyle, how are things going with you 2? Fantastic. We've been making up for a lot of lost time since I got here. Yeah, it's great that he's here, but it sucks at the same time. I really wanted him to win. I don't blame you. But Corfish, Breakson, am I correct in assuming you 2 have also gotten closer? You know it, man. No $1 million, but I got the girl. So much better. Yeah, now that our games are over, we've actually managed to spend time together, and he's just so much fun to hang out with, and has been a great support system after my loss. Ha! Love you, babe. Love you too. Isn't that sweet? But as much as I'm sure you all want to forget about your time in the game, that's what I'm here to explore. I don't want to forget my time in the game. I had a blast! It had its ups and downs, but it was the wildest experience of my life. I never want to forget it. Well, even though you 2 had plenty of fun, you both ended up losing in the end. In fact, both of your games ended at the hands of the same player. Hitmonlee. Oh yeah, Hitmonlee. Right. Grovyle, you were the victim of one of the most vicious blindsides of the season. Now that you've had a few days to decompress, what are your feelings on the whole thing? I guess just still a lot of confusion. I didn't think anything was up with Hitmonlee, and I really hope he didn't get the wrong idea about my friendship with Espeon. I didn't think I crossed any lines. Although, when Quilava got here, it sounded like Hitmonlee started to regret the move, and that he and Espeon are kind of on the rocks. I'm not really sure where they stand now, to be honest. Yeah, none of us know. Last we heard, it sounded like they might have broken up. But, like I said when I left, I'm not one to hold grudges. I'm willing to talk things out with Hitmonlee once the game's over, and hopefully we can put all this shit behind us. Because he is a cool dude. So, you're still rooting for Hitmonlee to win it all? Well, I wouldn't go that far. Ah! There it is! I knew there was some animosity. No, it's not animosity. I won't mind if he wins, but let's just say he's not at the top of my list. Alright, fair enough. Corfish, what do you have to say about Hitmonlee? It was his vote that sent you out of the game for good as well. You know, same deal. I don't hate him for that. Because unlike Grovyle, I think getting rid of me was the smartest move he could have made. He wanted to preserve his relationship with Flaaffy, Magmar, and Manectric, and it's what's helped him to get as far as he has. Sure, it was disappointing at the time, but I gotta respect the move. I must say, Corfish, you do surprise me with how much more in tune you were to the actual gameplay. You were starting to make some sense towards the end. Yeah, I showed up a little late to that party. But trust me, if I ever get another chance to play, you better believe I would take it to the end. Corfish winning Abandoned. That's funny to think about. Curlia, I'm curious to hear how you're recovering. Leg feeling any better? A little. I've moved on from the crutches to this fancy little boot here. I still have to let it rest, but it's healing. Slowly but surely. You really are one of the biggest what-ifs in Abandoned. Because you were in a pretty good position when you left. You might have had a shot to win it all. Do you regret your decision to leave the game when you did? Absolutely not. As much as I wanted to stay, I needed to make sure my leg got healed in the best environment possible. I should ask, now that Grovyle's here, what are your thoughts about his friendship with Espeon? Any concerns? Any jealousy? I was a little thrown at first when Grovyle got here and he told me, but I already knew the two of them were friends. And given what some of the others have told me, this was Hitmonlee's issue. Regardless, I trust my man, and I know nothing funny happened. Yeah, that's another thing. When I first got here, I started asking people like Manectric and Frostlass, like, did you guys think something was off? And they all thought that I didn't do anything wrong. So that does make me feel a little better that I didn't mess up. Brakeson, let's move over to you. Now, your elimination was an interesting one. I'd say it was when you were blindsided that Abandoned truly began, as you were the first victim of the dastardly Lucario. Ugh, don't remind me. I'm still pissed about that. I should have seen that coming. Were you suspicious of Lucario before then? I mean, I was a little suspicious he was calling so many of the shots for the group, so I was a bit apprehensive. But I was so thrown by my elimination that I questioned it being any of those guys. It wasn't until Poochyena got here and said that he had a chat with Lucario that I put the pieces together. And then, of course, Swellow filled me in once he showed up. But good for Hitmonlee and Espeon for finally getting his ass out of there. Well, Lucario had to start somewhere, but you were another player we were surprised to see leave early. You had a lot of potential to go deep. He could have at least taken us to the merge before stabbing us in the back. Doing it then just tainted his reputation early. But it's whatever. At least this place has helped cheer me up. Absolutely. It's like a never-ending party, man. Woo! Do you guys mind keeping it down over here? I'm trying to meditate. Hey, these players have earned the right to enjoy this lounge in whatever way they please. It's not your place to tell them what to do. Your job is to serve and fulfill whatever requests they have. Excuse me? Yeah, newsflash, you have a job to do. So get back to cooking, cleaning, or whatever your job is around here, or it's coming out of your paycheck, missy. Paycheck? Bisharp, it's me. Medicham? Huh? Medicham? I was on your show? I was a contestant? Meditite? Oh! Medicham! Oh my god, wow. Wow, that is so embarrassing. I am so sorry. How you been? I was fine until a minute ago. Do you seriously not remember me at all from Abandoned? No, I do. It just took me a minute. To be fair, you didn't exactly do much on the show. I did plenty on the show. I lasted 12 episodes, so clearly I was doing something. I had alliances like everybody else. Of course, they completely fell apart, and I got blindsided. Thanks a lot, Munchlax. Well, even though your game was relatively quiet, you were very perceptive. Any favorites to win it all? You know, even though I didn't know him very well, I've heard a lot of positive things about Magmar. He seems to have the biggest heart out of everyone, and I'd love to see him win it all. Yeah, Magmar's definitely someone I'm rooting for, but I'm Team Espeon all the way. I agree. Espeon's been in control for so long, and she has the biggest resume out of everyone else. I'm on her side to the end. I disagree with Grovyle, believe it or not. Despite some hiccups, I think Hitmonlee might be the best bet to win. Yeah, I'm rooting for both of them, but Hitmonlee was the one who defeated Lucario. He's the one to beat, for sure. Interesting takes. We'll see how those come into play later. Carry on. I have more players to visit, and will hopefully brighten their day. Farewell. You guys don't think I was that forgettable, right? I don't know. Which team were you on again? Yours. Oh. Right. Ha! 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 Wow, they're both really good. Ah! Dude, what the hell? What? This was getting boring. Then go somewhere else. You can literally do anything you want here. Well, I want to cause chaos. So make up your mind. Ugh. Whatever. Just ignore him. 15 love. Not so fast. I gotta call timeout on this game. Oh! Bisharp? I didn't want this kind of chaos. Yes, it's good to see you guys as well. Had to make at least one grand appearance before the finale. I see the restraining order request didn't go through. Oh, please. I wasn't that bad. I was a delight. Besides, mister, I was definitely not your least favorite person at that camp. I just spoke to Duot. He said you two have reached some sort of understanding. That's a very loose term. It's more so a case of I don't want to deal with the drama anymore, and neither does he. We both made mistakes in dealing with Flaaffy. Of course, if he had figured out his baggage in the first place, none of this would have happened. But honestly, I'm just done arguing with him. It was exhausting. Yeah, it was. It was not fun to watch. You were annoying as shit. But as tumultuous as your relationship with Duot was, there's another relationship I want to talk about. Magmar. Right. Matter of fact, all of you have interesting relationships with Magmar, but none more so than you, Manectric. You two were thick as thieves playing this game, until your surprising elimination that Magmar was partly responsible for. And I think everyone here is curious. What are your feelings about Magmar now? Yeah, that's been on my mind ever since I got here. I'll be honest, I didn't know what to feel about him when it happened. I was just getting so much information at once. It was chaotic, it was overwhelming, and I didn't know what to say. I was pretty sure it wasn't malicious, which obviously I know that now for a fact, but still, my game was over and Magmar played a part in that. But after getting here, getting some sleep, and finally clearing my head, I thought, so what? There are way more important things than the $1 million. Plus, I did the math and realized that if he did vote with us, the vote would have just been tied, so I think I was dead in the water no matter what. So I can't really blame him too much for the elimination, if at all. So I take it there's no ill will towards Magmar? Magmar was my friend during the game, and he will continue to be my friend outside of it as well. No hard feelings whatsoever. Wow, a very mature reaction. I can't speak too much for Magmar, but I think he will be very relieved to hear you say that. Yeah, I know he's still beating himself up for this. I wish there was a way I could tell him that it's okay and that I'm not mad. But most importantly, I want him to stay focused on the task at hand. I really want to see him go all the way and win this game. You want him to win over Flaaffy? I'm rooting for both of them more than anyone else, but I also wouldn't mind seeing Espeon or Hitmonlee take it all either. Not Servine? No. Interesting. Magmar has done a lot of work to get to the Final 5, but he wouldn't even be there if he hadn't drawn the green card all those weeks ago. Ivysaur. A game of chance is what ended your run and kept Magmar's alive. How does that make you feel? You know, it's great to see that Magmar has made the most of his game. I think that moment served as a big wake-up call for him to play with a lot more conviction. It sucked to go out that way, but I'm glad I lost out to someone who's proven themselves so well. Is he your pick to win it all? I'm more on Team Flaaffy, to be honest, but Magmar's a very close second. Any regrets from that challenge? Because if you hadn't had left to save Frostlass, you would have been absolutely not. I would do it again every single time, even if I knew the result. Frostlass's safety was so much more important in that moment, and everything else seemed trivial to me. And I'm so grateful that he came to rescue me, even if I do feel guilty that I caused his elimination. Don't feel guilty, it was my decision. Now, what's the status with you two? Still friends, or have you taken the next step? We're friends, Bisharp. I really think the feelings I had were just an ill-timed phase, and I've long since moved past them. The game's behind us, and we've loved this time in really getting to know each other. But just as friends. Speaking of friendships, Frostlass, you were also close with Magmar, especially during that last challenge. Yeah, it was great getting to know him better, and it made me a little sad that we hadn't interacted as much before then. But he's a great guy, and we both have similar stories of overcoming a lot of our fears coming into this game. I really hope he can win this game for all the shy people out there. Ugh. Haunter, big reaction out of you. I disagree with what everyone is saying. I don't think that Magmar deserves to win this game. I feel he still has cowardly instincts, and that compared to everyone else, he hasn't proven his worth. I don't care how good his social game is. Everything else has been lackluster. What? You're watching a totally different game then, man. I know what I see, and I don't like it. Wow. Well, to be fair, I think the only reason Haunter's hating on Magmar is because it was his plan that got his ass eliminated. Oh! Ugh, don't remind me. I don't think that was the only reason you ended up here, Haunter. You had your fair share of tumultuous relationships from start to finish on Abandoned. Fletchender, Miss Magius, Servine, all alliances that fell apart around you. What are your thoughts on those three? Well, it was Fletchender's own choice to go off on her own, and we all know how that turned out. And Miss Magius, it was unfortunate how things ended with her. But at least I respect her as a person, something I cannot say for Fletchender. Servine and I had our ups and downs for sure, but she managed to have my back when I needed it the most. She's not my favorite person in the world, but I would much rather see her win than any of the others. Wow, the exact opposite of everyone else. Interesting. Although, Haunter actually did bring up a good point. The strongest part of Magmar's game has been his social game. And considering the fact that he's autistic and has struggled with social interaction his entire life, it says a lot and really shows how far he's come out here. I agree, he's very likable, and if he can get past those two duos, I think the game is his. I hope so. I think Magmar winning would be really cool to see. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens next. Thanks for talking, guys. I'll see you later for the main event. Alright. Wonder what it is. Oh, Manectric, Can you stick around for another minute? There's something else I want to ask you. Yeah. What is it? Well, I wanted to make sure I had you alone because right before you were eliminated, your girlfriend Flaaffy told you some surprising information. In that she is the daughter of PBN head honcho Lakshus Luxray. I'm curious to know if you've told anyone else here the truth and how you really feel about it yourself. Well, I haven't said a word to anyone else here about that. It's Flaaffy's secret, and I promised her I wouldn't say anything. And from the sounds of things, I don't think anyone else in the game knows either. Otherwise, I feel like somebody else would have brought it up. As for how I feel, I never had a problem with it. She's still the same amazing girl I met on the first day. But I do have to be honest, if people were to find out the truth now, I don't think they would take it very well. Really? How so? If she brought this up at the start of the game, or even at the merge when she told me, I don't think the others would care so much. They'd give her a chance to play, and they wouldn't see her any differently. But to hold on to that secret for this long? If it were to get out now, I'm worried everyone else would think Flaaffy was being deceitful. They'd think, oh, she's been lying this whole game just to get another $1 million. Even though I know that's not her intention, it's going to look really shady if the others find out the truth now. Whoa, I was not expecting to hear that from you. I know, I've tried not to think about it, but the ideal time to tell the others has long since passed. I love Flaaffy, and I'm still rooting for her, of course, but she's made things really difficult for herself. That is an interesting take, I must say. But who knows what'll happen. Right, I could be wrong. I don't know. I just want her to be okay. Thanks for the talk, man. I'll see you later with the others. Thank you. I want her to be okay, too. Wait, you're kidding. You would rather hook up with Mark Wahlberg over Chris Evans? I don't know. He seems really intense. Look, you should know this by now that I have a thing for bad boys. They're strong, they're rough, and they have this mysterious quality that drives me wild. Here's something else, Pan. Well, keep in mind, this is the same guy who still wants to hook up with Duat even after all the shit he did to Flaaffy. Which he's apologized for, and now we know the reasons. That still doesn't take away how much of a dreamboat he is. Or the fact that he's straight like all the other guys. Can't let me have one nice thing, can you? Alright, sorry, we'll shut up. What's next? What's next is for you to welcome your fabulous host with open arms. Hey, you three. Hey. Couldn't even get a week without seeing you. Well, that's no fun. I've missed you guys. And trust me, I'm sure the fans will have missed you as well. If our test audiences are any indication, I think you three will be very popular. Ooh, you don't say. Well, at least something good came out of this experience. What do you think I should call my followers? Fan-seers? Only you would come up with something like that, dude. It's justified, though. Pantsier, you certainly left quite an impression on a lot of people during your short run on the show. The audiences were not happy to see you get eliminated. How do you think I felt? No, but seriously, that was disappointing. Especially considering it was something out of my control. Haunter played his idol, and I just got the short end of the stick. Although, I must admit, I'm not sure how much longer I would have lasted if I stayed. How so? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I tend to be quite the talker. No, you're kidding. Bitch. But chances are I would have said too much, revealed ideas, spoiled plans, something. It's almost a good thing I left when I did before I really embarrassed myself. Still, your absence was felt by everyone, and I think it signaled a transition to a much more cutthroat game. So I'm a trailblazer. I'll take that. Moving over to you two, Zorua and Quilava, one of the strongest and most sincere power couples to emerge this season. You've been reunited for a few days. How are things now? Really good. We've picked up right where we left off. I mean, I knew I was gonna miss Quilava when I left, but I didn't realize how much I'd miss her. Yeah, Zorua leaving hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. I'm happy I was able to prevail for so long afterwards, but right now I just want to make up for lost time. I have missed her way too much. Aw, Quills. Ahem. Oh, and Pants here. I've missed him too. Thank you. Glad to see the crew's still tight. Now, I would ask you who you'd like to see leave this game next, but I think I know the answer, as she was responsible for all 3 of your eliminations. It's Servine, right? Was there any doubt? No question. Yeah, that's what I thought. She constantly walked around like she was better than everyone else. She wanted everything to go her way, and she never took the time to actually get to know any of us. She's a very negative person to be around. And given how she's presented herself or talked to a lot of the others, I don't think that's reason for her to be rewarded with $1 million. The reason she's still there is because people keep underestimating her. They see her as a weaker opponent for the challenges, while not realizing that's just what she wants them to think. All the while talking her way into deals and getting rid of other targets. It sounds like she has Flaaffy wrapped around her finger, and if Magmar follows her, it could lead her right to the million. Although, as bad as Servine is, which is pretty bad, I'd still prefer her in the game over Lucario. Oh, for sure. Totally. Excuse me, if we're talking about Lucario, I have some things to say. Look at this, Fletchender! Long time no see. Yeah, save it, pal. I am not in the mood to catch up. I just want to vent. I'm sure you do. You were the victim of probably the most brutal blindside of the season. And you ended up doing things in our rage room that we never anticipated. Ah! Ha! You deserve to die. You deserve to die. You deserve to die! I don't think that room has ever been the same since. Well, you can imagine how I was feeling after somebody plays with your feelings, manipulates you, says he loves you, and then stabs you in the back like it's nothing. Yeah, that was pretty vicious. That was way too far. Ugh, I was this close to the merge, and trust me, Bisharp, I would have rained hellfire if I made it. That f***er robbed me of $1 million. It was infuriating. Not to diminish what happened, but there were other reasons we sent you home. And they were stupid ones. If you sent home Servine that night, you probably wouldn't be sitting there. That's actually fair. I take it this means you were thrilled to see Lucario show up the other night? Oh, I was through the moon. I was singing, I was cheering. It was the karma boomerang finally working its magic. It was the best night of my life. Your whole life? I said what I said. It was a wild night. That party was so crazy it put Grovile's skills to shame. So, Fletchender, now that Lucario's gone, is there anyone you're rooting for at all? No, not even a little bit. They all just have big fatal flaws that make it impossible to root for them. Magmar's too indecisive, Flaaffy's just a follower, Hitmonlee can't control his emotions, Espeon has horrible people skills, and Servine? She's the worst of them all. She's such a f***ing tryhard, it's exhausting. She thinks she's the mastermind now that Lucario's gone. That girl is gonna get eaten alive. Trust me. What about you three? Other than Servine, who do you think is not deserving of the abandoned title? You know, I like everyone else, but I'm not really rooting for Espeon. Like Fletchender said, her social game is really not that great. Plus, she tended to make moves without even cluing in her closest allies on anything. So I kind of understand Hitmonlee's frustrations with how close she was with Grovile. I agree that Espeon tended to be a bit standoffish at times, but I'm not a huge fan of Flaaffy. She showed up way too late to the party and has only really just started playing the game. Plus, she's teamed up with Servine. I'm sorry, but that's only going to spell trouble for her. I don't know what she's thinking. I like everyone else, so I honestly don't care who wins as long as they take down Servine. That being said, I never really interacted with Espeon or Hitmonlee since we were on different teams, so I'd probably say I'm rooting for Magmar or Flaaffy over them. Okay, more and more opinions. Thank you all for your time. I will see you later. Honestly, just seeing his face makes me want to go back to that rage room. I wouldn't. This place barely stayed together the last time you went there. Welp, just found Waldo. Lucario! Ah! Ow! Oh my god, what's wrong with you? That hurts! Jesus! Next time, don't sneak up on me while I'm meditating. I don't like to be interrupted, and I certainly didn't expect you to be here. Well, you picked a bad time to get eliminated, pal. That wasn't my decision. Regardless, I'm here, and I want to talk. Your elimination was just a couple of days ago, and it's still fresh in everybody's mind. That's pretty clear. Ever since I got here, everyone's been happy and celebrating and calling me out. It's kind of hard to enjoy paradise when everyone makes it feel like hell. Well, you are the reason why so many of them are here in the first place, so I feel like those responses are kind of justified. Maybe so, but that doesn't make them fun to hear. So, what is your perspective now that your game is over? Because we really don't know what that is. I mean, you were dead silent on the bus ride here. I didn't say anything because I wasn't in the mood to look back on my game or talk about where things went wrong. I know what I did, I stand by what I did, and I truly believe I had paved my path to victory. But then, Servine had to get greedy. She was so blinded by my physical prowess that she decided to blindside her only sure bet on making it to the finals. To be fair, you weren't going to take her to the finals, so I think she was right to be suspicious. Even still, she's left behind an idiotic power couple, an indecisive moron, and a girl who's only just started using her brain. If you think all those players are so weak, Why is Servine an idiot for keeping them around? Because of how close they still are. She thinks Flaaffy has her back. I don't think so. I think Servine's been manipulated, and it's caused her to act irrationally and to make stupid moves such as this. So you could understand why I wasn't exactly chatty on the ride here. Lucario, you seem to think that you played the best game out of everyone else by far. I know I did. That's fine. My question is, out of everything you've done, isn't there anything you regret? Because if your game was so perfect, I don't think you'd be sitting here talking to me right now. I'm willing to admit some faults. I regret revealing to Hitmonlee and Espeon that I voted out Swellow. I should have left the mystery there and constantly denied everything to make them doubt themselves and turn on each other. I also think teaming up with Servine was a big mistake. I should have let her go that night and waited to turn on Fletchender another time. So, your only regret with Fletchender is that you should have turned on her later? That's right. So the whole leading her on, playing her emotions, you have no remorse for that at all? No, I think she had what was coming to her. She can whine and bitch about it all she wants, but this is the game. I did what I had to do. I mean, still, that was a pretty brutal way to get rid of someone. Even I thought it was a bit too far. That's your opinion. Okay, fair enough. But I think even you have to admit that one element of your game that had major flaws was your social game. Your attitude put several of the other players off, especially towards the end. Do you think that may have been a weak point in your game? I don't think a social game is as important as some of the other aspects are. I'm not saying it's not important at all, but in the grand scheme of things, physical performance was the biggest factor. I mean, the winner is going to be decided by a challenge, not a jury vote. Once a player is gone, you never have to worry about them again. And even with this twist, because I'm guessing we're going to have some power to send somebody home, that's why I was so adamant on bringing Servine to this point. I figured her bad attitude and inferior gameplay would trump my flaws and get her eliminated from this twist instead. So for the most part, you wouldn't change things at all. Not really. I had a plan going in and I stuck to it. It was simply a matter of unfortunate circumstances and terrible gameplay that got me sent here. I take it you're not rooting for any of the final five? Bisharp, I could give a Rattata's ass about who wins this show. Those five play with their emotions way too much, and none of them have proven themselves, at least in my opinion. Speaking of proving yourself, you said the reason you came to Abandoned in the first place was so that you could show everyone back at your home how strong you really are, and that you weren't someone they could underestimate anymore. Despite coming up short, do you think you've accomplished that? I'm not sure. I think I was definitely able to prove my strength to everyone here, and I'm sure everyone in my village will take a note of that. But considering I didn't win, combined with the fact that I lost to such inferior players, I feel as though all the progress I've made will be for nothing. They'll say that any true warrior would never succumb to such pathetic players such as them. So, no, I don't think this will have the effect I desired. Do you regret coming on to Abandoned? I don't know. Well, Lucario, I will say that Abandoned certainly would not be the same without you. And who knows? Maybe this game has changed you in ways you haven't realized yet. Anyways, I got more people to talk to. I'll see you later at the meeting, alright? I'll be there. Alright, see you then.
I can't believe that happened to you. Yeah, I didn't notice I used the wrong makeup until I got to the party. My face was so red that I looked like a tomato. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I know, right? Munchie, isn't that so funny?
What? Oh, yeah, it's hilarious, babe. I was totally paying attention.
Oh, this is so much fun. What else? I want to hear more stories.
Ooh, we're telling stories over here? I want in.
Oh my gosh! Bisharp!
Bisharp! Bisharp. Great. My goodness, look at all this excitement. It's been a long time since I've seen any of you guys.
Oh my gosh, Bisharp, I am so happy to see you. This is the final five, right? We get to send somebody home?
I can't confirm anything just yet, but I do have something planned for you guys in a little bit. But first, I want to catch up. And Delcatty, if there's anyone I want to catch up with, it's you.
Oh my gosh!
You were the very first contestant eliminated from Abandoned, and you've been staying here basically for the entire game. How have you been holding up, and what has it been like watching the season unfold from this angle?
Well, of course, it's disappointing to be the first one eliminated, but it had to be someone. And just getting to play this game for even a little bit was a huge honor. Plus, I feel like I've been able to live out my TPI dreams through everyone else. They've been telling me stories, giving me all the gossip. It's been so much fun.
So I take it you're still a TPI fanatic?
Of course! That's never going to change. And I can't wait to see how it's all going to end.
Neither can I. Floette, our cheerful Clover, over to you.
Hi, Bisharp.
You lasted a bit longer than Delcatty did on Abandoned, but like many others, your game was derailed thanks to a showmance. A showmance that, in your case, did not exist.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. I just felt such a connection with Vale that I got a little carried away.
A little? You wrote a whole poem about him during a challenge, all because he got teleported.
I still think it was a good poem.
I read it. It wasn't.
Still, I own up to my mistakes and I've moved on.
Are you and Vale still friends? And how do you feel about him and Curlia?
We're absolutely still friends. It was weird at first seeing him and Curlia, but I've gotten used to it.
Still think he's cute?
Maybe.
That's what I thought. Haha. Cincino and Munchlax, Abandoned's most head-scratching power couple. What's been going on with you two?
We've been amazing, Bisharp. Munchie and I have been having so much fun getting to know each other.
Cincino has been an incredible support system here, and has helped to cheer me up after my game crashed and burned. That's right. You left Abandoned in a pretty bad place. How are you feeling now? Much better. And I've come to terms with my actions on the show. I've realized that Abandoned just wasn't my game. I made stupid moves, and honestly, I deserved what was coming to me. I still think Lucario should have been sent home over me, but better late than never. Cincino, what about you? Because unlike Munchlax, you had no idea your elimination was coming.
Yeah, it was awful. I didn't like being
Blindsided?
Yeah, blindfolded. I thought Curlia and Frostlass wanted me to stay, and it really hurt to see that they didn't.
You still mad at them?
I was at first, but Munchie helped me to see that they still cared about me. So we're friends again now.
I want to make sure that Cincino leaves here with a better outlook on the game than I do.
Aw, thanks, babe. Mwah.
Alright, now, who's everyone rooting for to win it all?
Well, everyone has their reasons for winning, but personally, I think it's going to be Flaaffy. Yeah, Flaaffy! I love her!
Why Flaaffy?
She's played the friendliest game out of everyone by far, and hasn't ever really been a target for elimination. Not to mention, she's been playing a lot more strategically the closer it gets to the finale. I think she set herself up very well to get to the end. She's just so nice, and I think she deserves it the most.
What about who you want to lose?
I guess Servine? Yeah, she's probably not winning. I never liked Severus.
Munchlax, what about you? Well, I also wouldn't mind seeing Flaaffy win, but personally, I think it should go to Hitmonlee. He's the one who took down Lucario, who I had the biggest grudge with out of everyone, so he gets my respect there. As for who I want to lose, this may seem unpopular, but I'd have to say Magmar.
Really? Why is that?
He's a really nice guy, and I get why a lot of people are rooting for him. But one thing you need in order to win this game is that killer instinct. When the others have made a move, they made it with confidence. Magmar didn't really have that confidence, even after making it to the final 5. If he can't believe in himself, it's going to be very difficult for him to get to the million. He did orchestrate the Haunter blindside, don't forget. I know, and that was awesome. But he's kind of just faded back into the background. It's a little disappointing. Interesting. We'll see how that plays into what I have in store later. Carry on, residents. I think you'll like what's to come.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait!
She really needs help. So, as some of you are probably aware, we here at Abandoned have been putting together an outlet for Bergmite to spew all the crazy nonsense he wants with his own show, The Cold Truth, which really just delves into TPI conspiracy theories. It's stupid, I know. But how about we take a look inside and see what kind of a funhouse this show really is? I give you The Cold Truth! Oh. This place looks deader than my MySpace account. Hello, Bisharp. Ah! Oh, my Deanna, hi! What's going on here? Why does this place look deserted? Don't you mean abandoned? Oh, you think you're funny, huh? Just tell me what happened. Follow me. We got company. What? Oh, it's you. Nice to see you too, Vivillon. Now, can someone explain to me what's going on? What happened to The Cold Truth? Oh, they never told you? That show got canceled weeks ago. What? It was one of the biggest nightmares I've ever seen come to life. It was beautiful. How could the show have gotten canceled already? We started filming the first one, but Bergmite went a bit too far with a segment. What does that mean? It'd be easier if I just show you. Just give me a second. Oh, here it is. But the question still remains. What exactly did these two do in the cave that night? To answer this question, I've managed to get a hold of a very special guest. Please welcome the host of the Andy X Challenge Enter the Zone, Infernape! What the hell is this? Did you kidnap him? Of course not. I got him to come here, and then I tied him up. That's an abduction, you moron. Now, it's time to learn the truth.
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you insane?
No. In fact, I'm the only sane person here tonight. Now, tell me what you know about what happened in the cave.
The cave? I was never in any cave. What are you talking about? Did Bisharp put you up to this?
Bisharp is the least of your concerns. You're in Bergmite's territory now. And Bergmite wants answers.
Get me out of here now! This isn't funny!
You're right. Because I'm not laughing. Now, do you want to know how I got this smart?
No. No!
They pulled the plug immediately. Kinda makes me wonder why they greenlit this show in the first place. Oh god, please tell me Infernape is alright. He's fine, but he's not too happy with you. Great. So, if the show's not happening anymore, what are you two doing here? Well, Bergmite still comes onto the set every once in a while, and when he does, they make one of us go with him to make sure nothing crazy happens. He mostly just heads to the storage room and does his own thing. But I don't mind the quiet. Everyone else can be pretty exhausting at times. And I enjoy the solitude. Reminds me of back home. I see. Well, I'll check in on Bergmite in just a second, but before I do, I'm curious what the two of you think of the final five. Ugh, don't get me started there. Now that Lucario's gone, I really don't have a clue who to root for. Wait, Vivillon, you were rooting for Lucario? Absolutely. He was playing the best game out of everyone, hands down. I agree. Plus, he got me to truly show everyone just how tough I could be. But it got you eliminated. Don't care. Now they know not to mess with me. I mean, I don't agree with everything he did, but he was playing a ruthless game. You can disagree with his tactics all you want, but he was dominating, and it wasn't close. He deserved the win, in my opinion, well over everybody else. Well, now that he's gone, is there anyone you'd be fine with winning? I guess I don't really care who wins at this point. I just hope it's not Hitmonlee. I never liked him from the start. He was an asshole to the girls, and his ego was so inflated that I'm shocked he didn't start floating away at some point. Yes, I'm aware he's changed, and a lot of the others really like him now, but I haven't forgotten who he was at the start of the game. And frankly, I don't think that behavior should be rewarded with $1 million. Mightyena? Hitmonlee and Servine have that rough and tough edge that I admire. I don't see that in the other three. Okay. Well, fun as always, you two, but now I have to deal with Glacier Head. Wish me luck, and I'll see you both later. Good luck. And goodbye. Bergmite? Bergmite, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my authority as the host of Abandoned by coming in anyway. Ah, there we go. Well, I must say, this orange cat does sound very annoying. I'm sorry you had to deal with him for so long. Bergmite! Long time no see. Oh, look who's back. Everyone's favorite little corporate slave for PBN. Yes, good to see you too. Anyways, I'm sorry to hear about your show, but I am not sorry to hear about what happened. It's thanks to you that Infernape won't return any of my calls. Ugh, don't get me started on that imbecile. And his husband was an even bigger pain to deal with. What? You heard Haxorus too? Come on! At least he tolerates me. Whatever. Even though my attempts at broadcasting the truths of the world have been stalled, I've moved on to bigger and better things. And what would those be?
Oh, these are plans for something much more important. World domination!
Quillfish? What are you doing here?
Why, isn't it simple? You should have known that the evil god would find his way to this realm eventually.
You mean after you were eliminated from Island Strikes Back?
Ah, yes, that incident. I wouldn't expect a small-minded person like you to understand, but an evil god is never truly eliminated. I must simply find a new plan.
And we think we have one figured out. Really? And what, pray tell, is this plan of yours?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Chess Man. It's simple. Mind control.
Our plan is to hijack all the local radio stations, stopping the spread of misinformation that has plagued the general public for millennia. Millennia? Radio's only been around for not even 200. And once we have access to the wavelengths of the world, we can use them to truly shine a spotlight on the truths that have escaped society for so long. And after that,
it is time to even...
Excuse me, I wasn't finished. Know your place, rookie.
Rookie? Do you know who you're referring to? The evil god Quillfish is nobody's rookie. Besides, I don't want my sidekick getting all the credit for my genius plan.
Look, you're the one who wants to conquer the world. I'm trying to help it by exposing the truth. That part's all you. I have no involvement.
Well, if you're not going to help me with my plan, why should I help you with yours? God, you're starting to sound like that stupid cat.
Yeah, that reminds me. If you're here, what happened to Torracat?
Well, we washed ashore at the same time, and then he retreated peacefully. It was evident that he did not want any more conflict with the evil god. But who would? I've got you now, villain! What? Ah!
Ah, jeez. Ha! I noticed him a while ago, but I chose not to say anything. Sometimes people need to learn a lesson. Damn, Bergmite. Before I go call security to handle that situation, I want to know what you think about the final 5. Oh, you mean the 5 poor souls still being milked to death for this so-called reality exposure? Please, if you want to know my feelings, know that I think they're all fools! Figured as much. But is there anyone in particular you're rooting for to win? That doesn't matter. I already know who's going to win. I mean, who better for PBN to crown the winner than their leader's daughter? I'm sorry, what did you say? Flaaffy. She's the daughter of PBN's brainless ruler, Lakshus Luxray. What makes you say that? Well, it was pretty obvious. Having studied PBN and Mr. Luxray for years, I recognized his daughter the second we got on the bus the first day. It was when I noticed her that I truly learned how rigged this show was. Not that there was ever any doubt. I don't know what you're talking about, Bisharp. You don't need to lie to me. I know the truth. It's the same truth I've tried to explain to everyone else. but to no avail. Every time I said something, those fools just shrugged it off, saying I was going on another one of my random tangents. But I know the truth, and that can never be taken away from me. Oh, so nobody believes you? Nope. But it's their loss. And they'll all be sorry when they realize they've been fooled. Huh. Well, I have to go make sure that our guests don't ruin this paradise. You do you, Bergmite. I'll see you in just a little bit. They're all fools, and I'm the genius. Now, I know you guys are probably getting bored, and you want me to get to why I'm actually here. And don't worry, we're almost done. But first, we have to pay a visit to one more contestant. The only catch is, they're not at the loser lounge right now. And we gotta make sure he's ready to talk.
Splendid Spin to Health Institution, how can I help you?
Yeah, it's Bisharp from Abandoned. I'm calling to see if he's ready.
He sure is. I'll put him on the screen right now.
Thank you. Bisharp, hello. Totodile, buddy, it is so good to see you. It's good to see you too. Then again, it's good to see anybody after being here for so long. So, first and foremost, how are you doing? Because you're looking great. Thank you. I feel great too. Yes, it was painful to relive the memories and the trauma, but it was what I needed to finally get the help I was desperate for. And I'm not sure I would have been able to get it otherwise. As crazy as it may seem, that incident during the challenge might have been the best thing to ever happen to me. Do you have any negative feelings towards your former teammates? Because they were trying to avoid a meltdown when you got your amnesia. I don't think it was smart to avoid the turmoil, but I know they were just trying to look out for me. Their hearts were in the right place, and I understand why they were concerned. I'm not mad at any of them, and honestly, I might have done the same thing. I must say, it really seems like things have improved with you. I feel like this is the first proper conversation we've had since the game started. Yeah, it's good to feel some normality again. I'm not 100% yet. There's still some demons to face and obstacles to overcome. But I'm on the mend, and the doctor said I should be clear to attend the finale in a few days. That's fantastic. I'm sure everyone here is looking forward to seeing you again. Before I let you go, I've asked this to everyone else. I gotta know. Who do you think is going to win Abandoned? I really have no idea. I hope that Riolu guy is still there. We never really talked, but he seemed very heroic. Wow, you're really out of the loop. So first off, the finalists have all evolved since you last saw them. We have Espeon, Hitmonlee, Flaaffy, Magmar, and Servine. Oh, okay. I don't know much about Espeon or Hitmonlee. I wasn't on their team. Servine still being there, that surprises me. But Flaaffy and Magmar were both really nice to me. Especially Flaaffy. So I really hope she continues to do well, and I hope she wins. Thanks for talking, Totodile. Hope to see you for the finale. Thank you, Bisharp, and good luck to the finalists. Alright. That took a lot longer than I expected, but we're finally caught up with all of the eliminated contestants. It's time for the main event. Attention, residents! Please report to the beachfront in 10 minutes. It's time to have some fun. That's our cue. Alright, let's go. Oh, this ought to be good.
I finally get to play in a challenge again!
One more ride. So, is this what we think it is? Or is Bisharp throwing us a curveball? He hasn't really given much away. Either way, it seems like we're competing in something. It better be some way to really shake up the game. It's been way too long since I've gotten to cause some mayhem. Wonder why that is! Are you really going to be this obnoxious the rest of the time? Are you going to continue being a steaming pile of shit? However you may feel, you were the one who fell for my trick. God, I hate you. Hello, everybody! My goodness, it feels like I stepped in a time machine. So many of my old friends stand before me once again. Does he seriously consider us his friends? Now, I know you've all been speculating about what today's twist is going to be. I can confirm that we are about to run a challenge, and that one of you will be winning a special power to impact this game. Any guesses on what that power might be? The power to send someone home?
Yeah, that's what I
sounds
thought.
right. Well, that's incorrect. What?
Damn it.
Oh, shit. Giving one player the ability to eliminate any of the final 5 seems a bit overpowered, so I've built a workaround. The good news is, you will all get some power tonight, because all of you get to decide who goes home.
wow.
yes!
Good.
Yes! Yes! My chance to foil the plans of PBN before they come to fruition! But there is still a way that the vote tonight could be altered, and that will come at the hands of whoever wins today's challenge. In this challenge, you are all going to be tested on how well you remember the very game you once played. You will be split into 3 preliminary groups, and the winners of each group will move on to the final round. Whoever wins the final round gets the power. Short, simple, and to the point. Wait a minute, that doesn't really sound fair. Yes, some of us were eliminated way sooner than others. Won't that give them an advantage? Consider it a penalty for getting kicked off so soon. We did consider that, which is why we're going to give each of you some time to study before the challenge starts. We have some binders on standby that feature key details about every challenge that has taken place this season. We're going to give you guys an hour to study those binders and to retain as much information as you can. Understand?
Got it.
All right,
Yep.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
got it.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited.
So, you're not going to tell us what the twist is? You should know by now I like to leave a little bit of suspense. You guys can head back to the resort to start studying in just a moment. But first, it's almost 3 o'clock, so I think it's time to fill in our actual competitors on what's really going on. What is taking him so long? I know. I feel like we would have heard something about the challenge by now. Maybe it's so big it's got to be kept under wraps. We still have an elimination tonight. It can't be that big.
Why is the screen coming down?
I don't know. Contestants, hello! So sorry for the delay, but I'm here to let you know that we will be starting the challenge very shortly. It's still not done? Dude, come on. You're never gonna fit everything in if we're waiting this long for the challenge. Actually, I can. Because I never said that you were the ones playing in the challenge.
What?
What does that mean? Oh crap, he didn't! Yes, I did. Say hi, everybody! Hello! Hello,
guys.
everyone!
Whoa!
What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's right. Your fate rests in the hands of the ghosts of abandons past. They will be running the challenge, and they will be in charge of the vote tonight. And before the day is over, one of you will be joining them. Oh my god. Son of a bitch!
No way.
That's what you all have waiting for you tonight. Talk to you later, campers. So, they're sending one of us home tonight? Sounds like it.
Did he say it was everyone voting or just one?
I don't know. Anything could happen at this point. Oh my god. Shit! I should have seen this coming. Things are never as they seem around here, and I really started to believe that this wasn't going to happen. But it is. One of us is going home tonight, and there's nothing we can do to save ourselves.
The eliminated contestants get to vote someone off tonight. And even if you end up staying, your closest ally could leave instead and put you in a really tight spot. Nobody knows what's going to happen with this twist, and whoever wins this challenge could take their revenge on anyone. This is going to be a rough night.
This isn't happening. I wasn't prepared for a twist like this. I betrayed so many players, and they're all stuck at that lounge because of me. I don't know what Bisharp has planned for them, but I am in serious trouble. I have to hope for a miracle. This can't be how it ends. All right, everyone. Study hall is over. Thanks to our foolproof patented randomizer, the eliminated contestants have been sorted into 3 groups, and one player from each group will move on to the final round. Competing in Group 1, we have Dodrio, Haunter, Mightyena, Curlia, Lucario, Manectric, Cincino, Delcatty, and Munchlax.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting!
Focus, Lucario. This is how you get your revenge.
Wow, a lot of smart players right off the bat. This is gonna be interesting.
So, let me explain things a bit more clearly. I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions regarding events that occurred during the game. The first one to hit their button gets to answer. If you answer correctly, you will earn a point. And the first player to earn 3 points moves on to the final round. That's it? Sounds pretty easy. Yeah, too easy. What's the catch? You know me so well. If you ring in and answer incorrectly, then you will be automatically eliminated from the challenge.
Oh.
Shit.
Whoa!
That's gonna make this tricky. Doesn't matter if you have points on the board or not. One wrong answer, and you're done. So you better be damn sure you know the answers when you ring in. Understand?
Yeah, okay.
Alright then. Let's get started. Question number 1. In the tag challenge, who was given the timer ball at the start of the game?
Ooh! I know this one! Hariyama gave the ball to Frostlass first.
That is correct. First point goes to Delcatty.
I got a point!
And I got a headache.
Question 2. What was the name of the first choice you had to make during the Cave Runner challenge?
Trek or Swim.
That's right. 1 point for Curlia. Alright, babe, let's go! Woo! In the Pokeball Hunting Challenge, who was the final player captured for Team Guzzlord?
Ooh! Me again. The last one standing was Duat.
Look at that! Another point for Delcatty. 1 more point and she'll have punched her ticket to the final round.
Oh my gosh!
Look at her. She's dominating. She was barely even in the game. I don't know what she would do with power.
Oh, man.
Delcatty winning the challenge is not an ideal scenario. As much of an expert she claims to be, I don't think she knows enough about the dynamics to make an educated decision. So I had to make sure that power didn't fall into the wrong hands. Question 4. What song was Panseer supposed to perform for the singing challenge? Munchlax.
Oh, shoot. I panicked.
Jeez. Typical.
Crap. I wasn't on his team, so I don't remember.
Munchlax, I'm gonna need an answer.
I don't know. Jingle Bells?
Jingle Bells? That is incorrect. I'm sorry, Munchlax. Please step down. Shit. Anyone think they know it? Oh, I remember. It was, that song from Dreamgirls. And I'm telling you I'm not going. That's the song. Manectric is on the board. Yes! Which player finished in 11th place during the prize punishment running challenge?
Ooh! I know this one too!
Uh-oh. Game over.
11th place was Servine!
Delcatty, I'm sorry, that is wrong.
What?
Oh! Whoa! No way! Anybody else? I remember the order. Servine was 10th, Zorua was 11th. That's right, Servine was the 11th player to cross the finish line, but because Ivysaur left to go back on the course, she, like everyone else, was bumped up a spot. So Lucario gets the point. I'm sorry, Delcatty, but your run is over. Good try, Delcatty.
Sorry, Delcatty.
Good effort.
I don't believe it. I was wrong. I'm supposed to be the TBI expert, and I was wrong. What's wrong with me?
As you can see, that's how quickly things can change. Next question. What move did Quilava use to defeat Corphish in the battle challenge? Lucario again. She used Swift. It was Swift. Lucario is 1 point away from taking the win. God, again? Oh no. Come on, people. Kick his ass! Shit. Next question. During the abduction challenge, which Pokemon was in charge of guarding Miss Magius?
Oh!
Cincino?
Swallow! Because he guards her heart.
For Pete's sake. Well, she's not wrong. Very cute, but very incorrect. Please step down.
Oh, did I get his name wrong again? Dang it.
Anyone else want to try? Alright, think. There was an Arcanine, a Rhyperior, a Dusknoir. What the hell was the last one? I don't know. I don't remember. A cage! What? She was trapped in a cage, right? That's what was guarding her. Technically true, but not what we were looking for. I'm sorry, guys. Please step down. Damn it, dude. This is why you need to let us do the talking. I will do what I damn well please. All right, we're going to move on. Correct answer, by the way, was Scizor. Next question. How many evolutions occurred during the Capture the Flag challenge? Manectric. Duon evolved, Servine evolved, and I think that was it. Just those two. That's correct. 2 evolutions. That's a second point for Manectric. He is now also 1 point away from going to the finals. Come on, Lucario. You're right there. Get the win. I can't believe I'm saying this, but come on, Manectric. Get that last point. Here's the next question, possibly for the win. In the Torture Challenge, who was Espeon confined in a room with during the final round? Manectric got it first. Manectric. Oh god, was it Quillfish or Psyduck? Come on, Manectric. Get this wrong. Manectric, I need an answer. Psyduck. Psyduck is correct! That's 3 points, and Manectric wins round 1. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah! Yes! Right! Damn it. Manectric, you have earned yourself a spot in the final round. Everyone else, I'm sorry, but no power for you. Please head to the back while we set up the next round. Whew. Yes! I got a spot in the finals. It's great to still be in the running, but even better knowing that Lucario won't be winning it. Now I can just focus on the next round and hope to get this power to make sure Flaaffy and Magmar have nothing to worry about going forward. Whew. I lost. It's just frustrating. I still get to vote for someone to leave, but I was obviously hoping for something a bit more powerful. So much for my revenge. Whew.
Doesn't feel so good to get your ass handed to you, does it?
I am not in the mood right now.
Well, I wasn't in the mood to get backstabbed, but sometimes we just don't get what we want.
Alright, round 2. Competing in this round, we have Bergmite, Swellow, Ivysaur, Corphish, Zorua, Frostlass, Mismagius, Pansear, and Mindfu. Same rules apply. Let's get started. Question 1. During the Killer Challenge, who was the only player to never be in possession of the red knife? Bergmite.
Here's what I have to say about the knife.
Oh, f***.
The red knife you created clearly had a mind of its own, taking over the brains of its victims and truly being the force behind their inevitable—
Okay, we're not doing this. You're done. Get out of here.
I will not be silenced!
Anyone else actually know the answer to this? I think it was Hitmonlee. That's correct. Point goes to Ivysaur. During the babysitting challenge, which child was Team Buzzwole in charge of monitoring? Zorua. I could never forget this. We watched Maki. Correct. 1 point for Zorua. In the second chance challenge, the most recent challenge, who was eliminated after the shooting gallery? I want to say it was Espeon. That it was. Pansear's in this now. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Which of the Pokemon Warriors competed during the Mousetrap event? Oh, this one's easy. Havoc and Atlas. No, that is wrong. I'm sorry. Swellow. Havoc and Melee. There it is. You got the guys mixed up. I'm sorry, Pansear. You're out.
Sorry, Pansear.
I got my celebrity crushes mixed up. I'm so ashamed. Don't look at me. Let's keep this going. In the first challenge of the season, Team Solgaleo was chased out of a cave by a swarm of what?
It was a swarm of Zubats.
Yes, it was. Frostlass is now on the board. Man, everyone's doing great. I know, this is gonna be tight. Who was the robot expert we hired for Team Lunala that was greatly underutilized? Porygon Z. That's right, Swellow's 1 point away from victory. In the quiz show challenge, how many times was the Ask the Expert lifeline used? I think everyone used it, so 5? 5 is right. Ivysaur's at 2 points. What was the answer to the riddle in the abduction challenge?
The letter E.
Correct again. Frostlass is catching up too. What show was Medicham forced to watch during the Truth or Dare challenge? Rodrigo and the Revolving Door. Yes, it was. Point goes to Zorua. Wow, we've got a very close game in our hands. Swellow, Ivysaur, Zorua, and Frostlass are all 1 point away from victory. Every question counts, people. Here's the next one. In the shopping challenge, what Pokemon was responsible for destroying Magmar's items? Oh, Mienfoo. Isn't it obvious? Idiot probably tripped on nothing and broke his own shit. Wouldn't shock me. God, this is driving me nuts. Magmar technically did trip, but it wasn't his own doing. Please step down, Mienfoo. Anyone else want to chime in? No one? Nobody knows this one. I guess I'll go for it. Cubone. Total shot in the dark. That's correct! What? Just like that, Corphish is on the board. Corphish got a point? Yeah, dude! Way to go!
Good job, Corphish.
Next question. What song did Curlia and Cincino perform in the singing challenge? Oh, shit! I know this one too. It was, that Katy Perry song. Part of Me. Yes, it was! Look at this! Corphish is suddenly 1 point away from going to the finals. Woo! Alright! Whoa. This could be a problem. Whew. All of a sudden, Corphish, of all people, is this close to getting the 3 points. Now, I like the guy, but I don't know if he's someone who can handle that much power. So I needed to focus and make sure to get that win instead. Whew. Wow, this is still anybody's game. Let's keep going. Which player on Team Lunala sat out of the relay race challenge? Ha! Swellow, for the win? It was... Vivillon? No, it was not Vivillon. Actually, yeah, Vivillon was your partner, Swellow. Oh my god, you're right. Wow, love you too, pal. She was still a scatterbug. I got confused and I thought, Swellow, you can come up with every excuse in the book, but you're still wrong and you must step down. Anyone else can take the point for the win. Oh, wait! It was my girl, it was Brakeson. She set out. Unbelievable, Corphish gets his 3rd point and he is moving on to the finals. Woohoo! Yeah!
Wow, great job, Corphish.
I don't believe it. That's my boy! That's my boy! I know him! Huh. Whew. Corphish won the round. This could either mean an easy opponent in the final or a total catastrophe if he gets that win. Whew. That's right, man! Your boy Corphish just punched his ticket to the final round. Woo! See this head? Not just a hat rack, my friends. Ha ha! Wow, great job on the questions, man. I know, it was total luck of the draw. I hope I can get in a similar group for the final round. Any idea who you're gonna vote for? I'm not sure yet. It's a tough call. Isn't it obvious? We have to stop the 1% from getting richer. Giving that money to Flaaffy is giving that money back to PBN. Dude, for the last time, no one's buying your shit. Can you believe him? He thinks Flaaffy's the daughter of that Luxray guy. It's so stupid. Yeah, totally. He just keeps making shit up. It's totally stupid. Hey, the next round's starting. Oh, okay. Alright, one more group before we get to the finals. Now, because Totodile's not here, this round will only feature 8 players. Vivillon, Grovyle, Duat, Fletchinder, Brakeson, Quilava, Medicham, and Floette. Let's get started. Bring it on. Whew. Okay, so maybe I didn't have the flashiest game out of everyone, but this was my chance to finally make some sort of a difference here, and I refuse to waste it. Alright, question 1. In the cooking challenge, what dish did... Huh? What is she doing? Probably making a big mistake. Okay, Medicham rang in. What's the answer? Wait, you're not going to finish the question? No. You rang in, so clearly you know what the answer is. I shouldn't have to finish the question. What's the answer? Oh, come on! Oh, God. Time is up. Medicham, you are out of this challenge. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's try this again. In the cooking challenge, what dish did Curlia drop on the floor right before it was to be judged? A fruit tart. That's correct. Point to Vivillon. During the lemonade stand challenge, who knocked over a table of drinks for Team Lunala? I believe it was Dodrio. Yes, it was. Duat's got his first point. In the escape room challenge, who was the first player to be teleported from Team Lunala? He wouldn't shut up. It was Munchlax. Yes, it was. That's another point for Vivillon. In the Fear Challenge, which two players had to endure a terrifying airplane ride? Ivysaur and Pansear. Correct. Fletchender's on the board now. Let's go! Good God. Question 5. What was the name of this obstacle from the second obstacle course challenge?
Oh, easy, man. They're the big balls.
No, they're not.
What? Yeah, they are. They're the things from Wipeout. I think I remember balls that big. Wait.
If you recall, I said we had to give them a different name for legal reasons. Anyone remember the name? Oh, the giant globes? Bingo. Point for Quilava. Grovile, please step down.
Alright. I'm just saying. I'd remember some giant globes too if I saw them.
Next question. In the shopping challenge, which store owner sold valuables?
I heard about this guy.
It was a Pikachu. Well, would it be a Raichu?
We'll accept both. That's correct.
Duat is now 1 point away from the final round. Same with Vivillon. What was the name of Frostlass and Haunter's cart in the go-kart challenge? Duat for the win? It had something to do with heaven and hell. Horns and Halos? Horns and Halos is not correct. I'm sorry, Duat, you're out. Shit, so close. Oh, wow. What was the name of your card anyway?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Now Vivillon's going for the win. What's the answer? I think it said it was... permanent? That is also incorrect. Vivillon is now out of this challenge. Whoa! Even I didn't see that coming. Just like that, the game's been reset. Correct answer to that one was Purgatory. Next question. What nickname was given to Mightyena, or Poochyena at the time, during the fashion show challenge? Who could forget? Little Poochie. Correct. Point to Breakson.
I will murder anyone who uses that name again.
In the triathlon challenge, who rode the canoe for Team Lunala? Hitmonlee and Cincino. Yes! 1 more point for Fletchender and she takes the win. Next question. Who competed alongside Mightyena in the final round of the battle challenge? Oh, got it! Espeon and Swellow! Woo! That is correct, and Fletchender takes the last spot in the final round. Yes!
Oh, shit.
So, Fletchender qualifies for the final, and suddenly, Corphish getting that power doesn't sound so bad anymore. Yes! Final round! After being away for so long, I am salivating at the thought of getting to cause some more chaos. And all I have to do is beat Baron von Lovesick and Spicoli. This challenge is mine. Who do you think's gonna get it? I mean, it could be any of them. I'd say not to worry about Corphish, but we didn't think he'd make it this far, so who knows?
Nah, my bro's got this. Corphish is a lot smarter than people make him out to be.
You mean the same guy who set off 12 entire packs of fireworks all at once?
Well, he's not Einstein, but... I don't know. So, you're rooting for Manectric?
I am. I mean, compared to the others, I think he'd be the most reasonable to have the power.
You know, it's really great that you two have moved on from your complicated past.
Yeah, it's just time for me to put that whole mess behind me. Maybe take a break from relationships altogether. Girls just make everything complicated.
Oh, trust me. I get it. I do not envy you straight people.
Well, I never said I was straight.
That's true. That's true. Wait, what?
Manectric, Corfish, Fletchender. The three of you have made it to the final round of this challenge, and one of you is about to win a very special power to impact tonight's vote. And you know what? I think I've kept you in the dark long enough, because I'm about to tell you what the power is.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
If you win this challenge, you will be casting a vote tonight like everyone else, but it won't be to eliminate someone. You will instead earn the right to save someone.
Whoa.
Save someone? No way. The winner of this challenge will vote to give one member of the final five immunity from tonight's vote. That player will be ineligible to be voted off and will be automatically guaranteed a spot in the final four.
Wow.
No way.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Whoa.
Once the player has made their decision, the vote will commence between the four non-immune players. Does that sound good to everyone? Absolutely. Totally, man. I love it. I want this power, Bisharp. Bring it on. That's what I love to hear. Now, this round is going to work a little differently. I'm going to read you 10 statements of events that may or may not have occurred this season. It's your job to tell me if the statement I read is true or false. If you are correct, you will earn a point. After 10 questions, whoever has the highest score will win the power. Understand the rules?
Got it.
Yes. All right. True or false? In the Pokemon Warriors Challenge, Flaaffy earned 3 points in Slam Dunk. Correct answer is false. Flaaffy earned 2 points in Slam Dunk. That's a point for Manectric and Fletchender. Ah, dang. True or false? In the Torture Challenge, the first round involved a vigorous workout session courtesy of fitness expert Lilo. Correct answer is true. Manectric and Fletchender each get another point. Corfish still at 0. Damn, I thought that was a different challenge. Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about Corfish anymore. True or false? In the Pokeball Hunters Challenge, Hitmonlee was captured before Frostlass. Correct answer is false. He was captured after Frostlass. Once again, Manectric and Fletchender each get a point. Corfish still at 0. These questions are hard, man. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, it's basically a two-man race at this point. Manectric or Fletchender. If Manectric gets this power, I think he'd be very responsible with it, and he wouldn't cause too much friction. But Fletchender is such a wild card that I have no clue what she would do. She needs to lose this game. True or false? During the Capture the Flag challenge, Venusaur destroyed the Solgaleo's castle first. Correct answer is true. Corfish finally on the board with his first point, and Fletchender takes the lead with 4. Manectric was wrong, he's still at 3. Uh-oh. Oh, this could be bad. True or false? In the Truth or Dare challenge, Grovyle was challenged with jumping off a cliff into a lake. Everyone answered quickly. Correct answer is true. Everyone got that right. Everyone gets a point. Ha! Major high point of the game for me. True or false? Espeon's worst fear in the Fear Challenge was clowns. Correct answer is false. That was Servine's fear. Espeon's fear was public speaking. Manectric was the only one to get that right. He is now tied with Fletchender with 5 points apiece. Corfish still at 2. Alright, back in this. Shit. Gotta focus. True or false? During the relay race, Dodrio and Medicham received a total of 5 penalties while navigating the maze. Correct answer is true.
Shit!
Manectric and Corfish each get a point. Manectric now in the lead with 6. Yes, keep going, dude. She's messing up. Not so confident now, are you? True or false? In the final round of the second obstacle course challenge, Duat was the first player to fall off the course. Correct answer is true. Manectric now has 7 points, Fletchender close behind with 6, and Corefish with just 3. There are only 2 questions left in this round, so Corefish, it would be an impossibility for you to win at this point. I must ask that you please step down. Got it, man. Good luck, you two. Good job, Corefish. Later, loser. Guess it was just a fluke. Alright, we're almost there. True or false? In the Disgusting Food Challenge, Quilava was eliminated after failing to eat bug cake. Correct answer is true. Both players earn a point. Here's where we stand. The score is 8-7 in favor of Manectric. If Manectric gets this next question wrong and Fletchender gets it right, we will go to a tiebreaker. If not, Manectric will win the advantage. Alright, I've got this. Please get this wrong. True or false? In the quiz challenge, Magmar scored the highest out of everyone during the preliminary test. The correct answer is false. Magmar scored the highest during the game show, but Flaaffy had the highest score on the initial exam. Fletchender got it right, but Manectric got it wrong. Yes! Crap. Okay. Of course. He screws it up right at the end. It's not over yet, though. He can still pull it out. That means that we're going to head to a tiebreaker question. The correct answer to this question will be a number. We're doing this Price is Right style, so whoever is the closest without going over will get the power. The question is, since the beginning of the season, how many total votes have been cast for elimination? Reveal. Fletchender said 265. Manectric said 300. The correct answer is... Oh my god. 298. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes!
No!
Damn it!
Oh!
Manectric, you are over by just 2. I'm so sorry. Fletchender, that means you have just won today's challenge and the advantage that comes with it. Yes! Ha! Take that, suckers! She's acting like she just won the $1 million. Who knows what she's going to do with that power? This is not what I wanted to see. I'll give you a little bit of time to figure out who you want to give immunity to tonight, and we'll meet back in about 20 minutes. See you then. Well done, Fletchender. Oh, I am going to have so much fun with this power. Yes! Oh my god, I won the power. Even when I'm not in the game, I'm still kicking ass. I'm not crazy about the idea of saving someone, but I do like the idea of causing some destruction. And I think I can properly use this power to do just that. I was this close to winning. And normally, I wouldn't be this upset at losing. But it's the fact that I lost to Fletchender that frustrates me. With everyone else, I have a good sense of what they would do. But Fletchender, I have no idea. And I don't know if I want to find out. Uh-huh. Yeah, we rounded them up. They're on a boat. They're on their way over. I don't know how they got here either, man. Total mystery. Alright, I gotta go. Talk to you later, King. Okay, glad to see that everyone's back. In just a few minutes, we will begin the process of casting the votes to eliminate another contestant from Abandoned. But before we do that, one player has a very important decision to make. Fletchender, please come forward. Gladly. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Any clue what she's gonna do? Not at all. Fletchender, out of all of the eliminated contestants, it was you that managed to prevail and win the power to save one of the final 5 from elimination tonight. I assume you've made your decision? I have, Bisharp. Was it hard? No, not really. As soon as you said what the power was, I knew what I wanted to do with it. Interesting. Who have you chosen to save tonight from this vote? Well, Bisharp, this isn't necessarily who I want to save, but it's who I feel needs to be saved. And that player is Servine.
What? No! What?
No!
Just kidding.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Whoa.
What? Really? Yep. That's my decision.
What the hell?
Are you kidding me?
She's the only one I wanted out. I was not expecting that.
Wow. I can see everyone behind you is shocked by this decision, and honestly, so am I. You just said earlier that Servine was a tryhard, and that she was the worst out of everyone left. Why would you choose to save her if you want her out so badly? Here's the thing. Everything you just said is correct, in that I'm not rooting for her to win this game. But I'm not rooting for anyone to win this game. No matter who comes out on top, I'm not going to be satisfied. Which also means I could give two shits on who gets eliminated tonight. But I chose to save Servine because she's the only one I felt needed to be saved. I've been here long enough to know the general consensus, and I think it's safe to assume that if Servine didn't have this immunity, she'd be the one eliminated, and by a hefty margin too. Where's the fun in letting that happen? That's just the obvious decision, and you said, Bisharp, that you wanted this power to impact the vote tonight. And the way I see it, this is the only way that can happen.
Unbelievable.
Plus, seeing as how I don't like any of you, why should I be the one to do you a favor? It was either save everyone else and make everyone happy, or save Servine and make everyone miserable. Which in turn would make me very happy. That's my reasoning, Bisharp. Take it or leave it. Alright, Fletchender has made her decision. Servine is now safe from tonight's vote. Not a lot of happy faces for that news. You can say that again. I can't believe this. I'm honestly okay with this. Like I said, I still want Servine to...
I would not say that now. This is not the time to start an argument.
Alright, now that that's settled, we're going to begin the voting process. One by one, we will call you into the confessional, and you will tell us who you have chosen to eliminate tonight. You will be called in shortly, so if you are planning to vote for Servine tonight, you better think of another option and fast. It's been great catching up with all of you, but I gotta get back to camp in time for the elimination. Enjoy your last few days of paradise, campers, and I will see you at the reunion. Toodles! Have fun figuring out this mess. Well, folks, as fun as it's been to hang out over here at the Loser Lounge, it's time to head back to good old Camp Night Marais. This is gonna be interesting. Been a while since I've had to do this. A lot to consider. This wasn't the vote I intended to cast tonight, but I refused to vote out Magmar or Flaaffy, and I feel like I had a better personal connection with Hitmonlee than I did you. I cast my vote to eliminate Espeon. I was never really on a team with you, and even though you seem like a really sweet person, I can't find it in my heart to vote for anyone else. So for that, I vote to eliminate Flaaffy.
I know this won't be popular, but compared to everyone else, I don't know if you have the drive to win it all. And I feel like having a strong social game just isn't enough. I vote to eliminate Magmar. As tempting as it would be to make you suffer, I think it's only fair to dish out some proper retaliation for my defeat. I vote to eliminate Hitmonlee. I don't consider this revenge, but I don't have a justifiable reason to vote off anyone else. I vote to eliminate Hitmonlee.
I'm sorry, but I don't think 1 week of solid gameplay makes up for 6 weeks of practically nothing. I vote to eliminate Flaaffy. You were a weakling then, and you're still a weakling now. I don't think this show could ever recover from the embarrassment of you winning it all. I vote for Magmar. The bottom line is, your social game has not been great, and you could have avoided a lot of your problems if you hadn't jumped to so many conclusions. I hate to do this, but I vote to eliminate Espeon. I vote to eliminate Espeon. I vote to eliminate Hitmonlee.
I vote to eliminate Magmar. I vote to expose Flaaffy! And she knows why.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I finally get to do this again! Ah! Okay. I vote to eliminate...
Home sweet home. Now I get to kick someone out of it.
I'm really nervous.
Me too. We don't have any control over what happens tonight. Are you okay, Servine? No. Things aren't looking good for me right now.
Guys, I think I see him.
Hello, contestants. How are you doing? Hey, guys, the screen just came on.
Oh, no way!
Oh, this ought to be good. As you know, today I paid a visit to the infamous Loser Lounge and got to catch up with all of the contestants you had a hand in eliminating. Tonight, each and every one of those eliminated players got a chance to return the favor and cast one final vote to eliminate one of you tonight.
Wow.
Oh, they all got a vote.
Oh god, I'm screwed. But before they could do that, I had them compete in a quick little challenge for the power to cast a different vote. The winner of the challenge had the power to grant one of the 5 of you immunity from this vote, granting you an automatic spot in the next round of this game.
Whoa!
That's huge. Ugh. Now, I can't tell you who won this power, but I of course can tell you who they chose to save tonight. That player is... Servine.
What? No way!
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious? Yes, ma'am. Servine, you are safe from tonight's vote and are guaranteed a spot in the final 4 of Abandoned.
Oh my god. Great job, Servine.
Yeah, fantastic. This is not good.
I don't understand. I didn't think anyone would choose to save me tonight, especially over these 4. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm still here.
God, look at her and those fake-ass tears.
I don't know. Those tears look real to me. I can't believe it.
So Servine is safe, which means Flaaffy, Espeon, Hitmonlee, Magmar, one of you is about to be eliminated instead.
Oh my gosh.
Man. I need all 4 of you to come to the bench.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I really have no clue.
Something tells me this is going to be a close vote. The 4 of you have been closely aligned ever since the team switch, but you really came together once the merge hit. How does it feel, knowing that even if you stay tonight, someone close to you will be gone instead?
I love these guys so much. I don't think I'd still be here if it wasn't for them. But that's the downside to being in the endgame. You're going to have to say goodbye to some really good friends. And it hurts knowing that their dreams are crushed. It's the ultimate double-edged sword. On one hand, your odds get better, 1 in 4. But it comes at the price of a really good person losing everything. No matter what happens tonight, it's going to be tough for all of us.
I think it's also very unpredictable. I mean, no offense to Servine, but I think we all expected her to be the one leaving tonight, especially if she didn't have immunity. So we're each going to be getting a lot more votes than we thought. And it could be the difference in staying or leaving. Who knows? We've all made mistakes in this game. And with this vote, even the tiniest one could cost you the $1 million. There's people over there that I know I've disappointed. And I wouldn't be too shocked if they chose to write my name down tonight. But all we can do is accept whatever happens.
Well, it's certainly a lot to think about. But let's not drag things out any further. You ready to hear the results?
Yep.
Yes. Alright. Here we go. Tonight, there were a record 25 votes cast against the 4 of you. And I can now tell you that all of you received at least 4 votes to be eliminated.
Man. Damn, this is gonna be close.
The first contestant safe, with only 4 votes against them, is Magmar, congratulations.
Oh,
Yes! All right.
good job, buddy.
Yes!
Yes!
Right.
Yes!
Okay,
Yes! Magmar!
Great. Rooting for you, pal. Magmar, you are safe and have made it to the final 4. How does it feel?
It's such a relief, Bisharp. And it's reassuring to know that people still seem to like me. Or at least they hate me the least. I'm really not sure.
Well, you're sticking around whether they like it or not. Head back to the seats.
Thank you.
Good job, Magmar. The next contestant received 6 votes for elimination. That's quite a few, but not enough. Congratulations, Hitmonlee.
What?
You are safe.
Oh my gosh! You did it! You did it!
Wow.
Way to go!
Wow.
Yes!
Yes. All right.
Hitmonlee.
I can't even believe this. I'm in the final 4.
I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you. Mwah!
Whoa. Well, that's one mystery solved.
I really didn't know what to expect tonight. I thought my early mistakes would cost me since I pissed a lot of people off. I just feel so grateful that there's people still cheering me on.
I'll bet. Head back up, Hitmonlee.
Good luck, both of you.
Thanks, babe. Thanks, Hitmonlee. Well, it's you or me. It's been an honor playing this game with you. Good luck. You too.
Okay, I don't know what's going to happen now. Suspenseful. Just the way I like it.
I can see you both are emotional. It really does show how this game can bring people together. However, this game can just as easily tear people apart. This vote was as close as can be, and the two of you were separated by just 1 vote.
Whoa. Come on, Espeon. Don't go.
Bring it home, Flaaffy. Don't screw this up. By a vote of 8-7, the person leaving us tonight on Abandoned is Espeon.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes!
Oh my god.
No, no!
Damn it.
No!
Oh,
what?
wow.
What? Aw. Wow.
Man, that sucks!
I know, babe. I know. Not quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. Flaaffy, with 7 votes, you are safe. Welcome to the Final 4.
Thank you, Bisharp. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You earned it.
Oh my god.
Espeon, the council has spoken. With 8 votes against you tonight, you have officially been eliminated from Abandoned.
No!
Espeon. Hey. You did everything you could, and you were amazing, alright? Don't let this moment take away from any of the others. You were amazing.
I know. That doesn't make this any easier.
What do you think did it for people?
Her social game. The others worked hard to get to know us on a personal level. I never really got that from Espeon.
She was just so focused on strategy that she came across as kind of a goat.
Yeah, you don't normally see those types of people win TBIs. It was bound to happen eventually.
Well, did you accomplish what you wanted?
I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see. Espeon, I can see how much this game has meant to you. How does it feel to not only fall short of the finals, but to leave in a way such as this?
It's devastating, Bisharp. I've never worked harder for anything in my life. I gave this game everything that I had. And it still wasn't enough.
Do you have any idea as to why you were sent home tonight?
I do. I know my game wasn't perfect, and I was hoping that my shortcomings would be overlooked. But as soon as I heard Servine was safe, I knew it was probably going to be me tonight. I knew the others made stronger bonds with the rest of the cast, and I suspected that if possible, I would get voted out over them. I'm so grateful to have made it this far, but it just sucks that I can't go any further.
Hitmonlee, you were closer to Espeon than anyone else.
What do you have to say about her game? Bisharp, this girl right here is Supergirl. Alright? She was incredible in this game. She kicked ass in the challenges. And even though she didn't win, that doesn't make me any less proud of her. I love the girl to death, and I hope she knows how much we all love her too.
We do.
You're awesome, Espeon.
As annoying as you could be, you did put up quite a fight, and for that, you have my respect. Thanks, guys. That really means a lot. I can't believe it's over.
Espeon, after 7.5 weeks of mayhem, your time on Abandoned has come to an end. Please say your goodbyes and head to the bus of shame.
Walk me out?
Of course.
Good luck, you guys. I'll be cheering for you from the loser lounge. Have fun.
Bye, Espeon.
Bye, Espeon.
Later. Well, another one bites the dust. You were all chosen to be spared by our long-since departed players. But from here on out, it's up to you and you alone if you want to succeed. Head back to the cabins and get some sleep. Thanks.
Thank you, Bisharp.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm not a religious person, but that right there was a complete act of God. I can't think of a single person at that resort who would choose to keep me, especially over the others. Clearly, someone over there wants me to succeed. I'm in the Final Four. I'm this close to getting everything I wanted, and I am not going to let it slip away. Whew. This was so bittersweet. Espeon needed to go home for my game, but that doesn't mean I enjoyed watching it happen. I'm so grateful for all the friendships I've made in this game. But if I want to win, I have to send them out the door. I was fortunate not to have to do that to Espeon. But the others, I have no choice but to get their blood on my hands. Whew. You know what? This might be the best case scenario to come from this twist. I mean, obviously it sucks to see Espeon go home. She's been a great friend, a great ally, but I said earlier that I have to split both of the pairs up if I want to get ahead. Well, one of the pairs is broken, and I didn't have to do a thing. This maintains my relationship with Hitmonlee and tells me exactly what to do next. Servine may have gotten a lucky break tonight, but I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. Whew. I can't believe it. We were so close.
I was really starting to think it'd be the two of us at the end together.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Yeah, it sucks, but it was my own fault this happened. Plus, whoever gave Servine immunity.
I'll miss you like crazy.
Me too. Just do me one favor.
Win. You got it. I love you.
I love you too. Don't give up.
Never. Bye, babe. She's gone. I've taken a lot of blows in this game, but this one is soul-crushing. Espeon was my rock, my support system, my best friend, and so much more. And for her to suddenly be gone, it hurts. I don't know how to play this game without her. But everyone should know by now that if I get knocked down, I get right back up. Because now, I'm playing for the both of us. Espeon told me to win, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Things might be a bit harder, but I've made it this far. And I'm gonna go all the way. Just you watch. I love you, Espeon. This is for you. Whew. And with that, the Loser Lounge just got a new resident. After calling so many of the shots in this game, Espeon was shot down herself right before the finish line. Will Hitmonlee be able to avenge his girlfriend and take home the win instead? Or will he follow her out the door? Is Magmar committed to going against Servine and Flaaffy, or will he stand by them? And speaking of the girls, will Servine keep her promise to take Flaaffy to the finals,
Or will that deal be broken as well? We are in the home stretch of Abandoned, people. 4 campers, 3 challenges, 2 eliminations, only 1 winner. We'll see you next time on Abandoned!
Well, it's over. I'm really disappointed that I couldn't bring home the money, but I'm proud of myself for even coming out here at all. Plus, making it to the final 5 is no easy feat. I can certainly wear that honor with pride. As for whoever voted me off tonight, I can't really be too angry at that. I think for a lot of them, I was just their second choice since Servine had immunity. It still got me eliminated, but it probably wasn't what they wanted to do. As for whoever gave that immunity to Servine, I hope you're satisfied with the result. Because if this was your plan, congratulations, you did it. Regardless, this is a game, and there can only be one winner. And I couldn't be happier for everyone still at the camp. I mean, Servine is Servine, I don't care too much about her, but she's nowhere near as bad as Lucario. Flaaffy is one of the nicest girls I've ever met, and it's clear how much she's actually playing the game now. Magmar, we had our ups and downs, but he proved me wrong in so many ways, and I have nothing but love and respect for him. And of course, Hitmonlee. The guy who started off as the biggest pain in my ass turned into the love of my life. He's come a long way out here. And even though I'm out, I have faith he can work his way to the end. But, win or lose, I'll still love him, and I really look forward to seeing where this goes outside of the game. Best wishes to the Final 4, and good luck with whatever comes next. See you later.
Instead of claiming souls like his brother, this skeleton wants to bring some soul to music. The world premiere of Greg Reaper starts right now.